Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, yes, that is a pile of parts. Yes, so since we're going to go ahead and keep the Power Glide for now, going to be able to run the starter that we went through. Of course, the generator will be reused. Air cleaner, of course, goes to the 2-barrel. And, of course, since we are not running a stock set of heads, I don't know if I even had that in the last video. I know we were lapping valves and I tested everything and checked clearances. So this is what we're dealing with. This is what we got going on. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. 327, and of course the signature double humps. Yeah, so heads are on there. They're torqued in sequence. Not running these valve covers. Of course, if you can see, that is a straight across versus the offset, like the older style has a offset. I really like those scripted valve covers, and they do have them. I think it was like 1 or 2 years only in the scripted valve covers where they are not offset. Straight up and down. That one's a little rough. Got a little bit of pitting. Pops actually picked this up at the Pate swap meet out in Texas. But yeah, this is what we got going on. Of course, exhaust manifolds have been removed, carburetors off. Last few things are going to be drain the coolant. We got some torque converter bolts down in there we got to remove, and then the bell housing bolts, and then we should be able to separate this and get her pulled. I bay or bay dot try and pull the these lides are actually pliable enough. I'm hoping that I could just take the master cylinder off and then lay it over, or take the booster off, the brackets back here, pull it up, lean it over, and just set it on the tire while we're pulling. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the fan today, work on probably draining the coolant, then I can remove my sick new gauges. They're so sick. I don't know if you guys checked them out, man. Total Sun Pro or Stuart Warner, or just some Amazon jobbers. You gotta love the little oil can though. That's cute. Super cute. Yeah, we'll get the lines pulled for those, and yeah. Oh, we will go back over to the 327. We do have 2 issues we have to handle, because I want to run the original style motor mounts. If you look at that, it's not been drilled. That side's actually been drilled, and it has a bolt broke off in it. So I'm thinking we're going to drill and tap this block for the original style motor mounts, just because the other style, or I don't know if we even have the other style. I am trying not to spend any more money. It's not like I have any to spend. I guess that's where we're at. I don't have any more money to spend. I mean, I'm even just keeping that Power Glide in there for now because I spent so much on the transmission fluid. And it's going to be a sad deal that I have to drain the coolant out of the block and radiator. Because I'm just being a cheap bastard right now. So, yeah. Let's get to it. We'll start tearing into probably the torque converter bolts here, and get those situated, get those off, and then start working on our bell housing bolts so we can remove those. And then, of course, I still haven't got to the throttle linkage arm, whatever you're going to call it. We're just going to call it what it is, an arm. An arm. Sad, sad day for the 265 small block Chevy. Yes, there is our offset valve covers. I need them to go like this. Yeah, but that's what we got going on, of course. We're tearing into it, pulling her apart. Gonna reuse what we can on the 327. Yeah, and just swap them out as soon as possible, as quickly as we can. Because we know that thing, I know that the rod caps, the main caps, everything's good on that. 100% good, known good. If I didn't touch it, Pops did. So that's good. It actually looks kind of cool with the blue and orange valve covers. I like it when it's zoomed in. It reminds me of the 90s. It's the 1990s, and you have a 327 small block with double hump heads. You're going to put yourself what was the most popular carb in the 90s? An Edelbroken. Quadrabot. Holocrat. A Demon carburetor. Yeah. I'm just screwing around, guys. I'm totally just messing around. But no. Seriously, yeah, we're hopefully going to be pushing about 300 horse out of that little guy, whereas this guy, I think it was probably going to push 210 wet, or 210 dry, maybe 2 wet, if I was lucky. I actually haven't even looked up what it was. I know it wasn't much, so let's get to work, guys. Oh, I love doing this with the frame freshly painted. Just hook her in there. Man, those teeth aren't looking the best, are they? Guess I've also seen worse. My buddy Caleb, back when we were supposed to be in high school, had a 64 Fairlane, Ford Fairlane, with a straight 6 that he convinced his dad to buy. And I think the 3 of us put a different motor in it. Me, him, and his dad. I helped. I remember I helped. And then we had to replace the starter on it later on because it starter from O'Reilly's just absolutely disintegrated and completely ate up the flywheel. There was teeth missing. It was bad. So yeah, I've seen worse. We're coming around to one, I swear. I sees it. You guys probably can't see it yet, but I can see it. Oh, there she is. Oh, yeah. What riggy diggy? Put an extension on the socket wrench so you guys can see my sick back of my hand. Or maybe you can see that New Britain, oh, what do I have this on? Loosen. Loosen. Probably actually do this with an impact, but where's the fun in that? She don't feel the best. Almost like she's cross-threaded in there. Good thing we're taking her out, not putting her in. Or it's just a bolt that was way too long. I did not have the right bolts for these. Ooh. Slow down there, Peppy. She touched my Peppy, Steve. Steve. I don't know who are any of you guys Michael Keaton fans. I know a lot of people watch Batman, one of my favorite movies growing up. But he did a movie called Multiplicity, where he cloned himself. And cloning was a deal started back in the 90s. He did a movie, and each version was slightly different. One was homosexual, one was mentally handicapped, one was super butch. It was like, oh, all the different sides of the man's personality have been cloned into a person. Absolutely hilarious movie. Best part was when they were all confessing to doing his wife. And the guy's like, she touched my Peppy, Steve. I don't even think the guy's name was Steve in the movie. I can't remember, but that shit's hilarious. Notice how this isn't a typical small block Chevy oil pump either, because this was a 265. It had a slightly special oil pump. Oil pan's different. Kind of a 1 year only deal. Come on, mate. You don't have that. Just find it funny. Kind of funny, isn't it? Definitely a long bolt. Holy moly. Oh. Damn it. That's what I was afraid of when I was tightening them. Felt like it was pulling threads. Fudge. Oh. Neat. Alright, well, I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me do another one. I'll check back in with you once we're doing something else here. Alright, well, we definitely pulled some threads in those speed nuts of the torque converter on one of them at least. Had some threads on it. Didn't want to bore anybody with that. Of course, we removed I think we had already removed the carburetor. Got the lines disconnected, and then we kind of pivoted. I got most of the coolant drained out of it. It's about ready to pull, but then I pivoted. Of course, we had those double hump heads Yeah. She's looking a little hodgepodge right now. But that is the 327. Found some decent valve covers. They still got a little blemish right there. Oh, I think the camera can pick it up. Of course, the one that usually gets beat up, this one is absolutely flawless. Of course, they were covered in surface rust. I'm absolutely covered from cleaning that up. Of course, we got us according to the numbers, this is a Carter 4-barrel off of a 59 Corvette. Probably a 283 car, 230 horse. I think it's like a 530 to 600 CFM. I'm not 100% sure, but should be okay for the 194s. It's not like the big 202s, so we should be all right. Looks like my short wheelbase did when I first started driving it when I was 16. I think it was like 11 different colors. I think we have, of course, red, blue. There's some black under the blue. We got the original, I think that's original Chevy orange. Of course, the Chevy orange on the pan. Different types of orange, blacks, blues. Yeah. So if you can't tell, the heads are on, lifters are in. I mean, we could talk about whether or not to soak. I know the Mormons do it. The Mormon kids. No, I'm kidding. Normally, you soak your lifters and stuff. I was reading the debate online, and I didn't worry about it this time. I just made sure they had a nice coating of oil when I slid them in so they didn't get all scratched up, and used assembly lube, and opted to drop in a tool down in the distributor hole back here, and we're going to spin it, and we're going to prime it real good, get all the air out of all the oil passages all at once, with some ZDDP additive in there as well, and just get it nice and mixed up. But heads are on, intake's on, carburetor's not bolted on, of course, because we got to pull that 265, going from about I think that one was 165 horse or something, and this one I think just drop in, because it doesn't have a special cam. It's just a 327 I think base cam. I can't remember, but yeah, it's got just a standard cam with the 292 heads. I said that wrong again, but yeah, the 192s, and yeah, this one should be pushing anywhere from 285 to 300 horse. At some point, we might opt for a cam and aluminum intake with a bigger carburetor, but I'm looking for street drivability, and I mean, I'm going to be jumping up my horsepower probably by 100 horse, so it's going to be a hot little ticket for comparatively to what I had. But yeah, that's what we pivoted to. We've got that handled. Next, we are going to debate on whether or not we're going to pull the transmission with the motor. It'd probably be easier, and it is all grimy. I mean, this motor wasn't, but yeah, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but it's grimy, and I'd like to know if it's leaking and stuff, so I'm thinking I'll go ahead and pull it too. For simplicity's sake, it's got that mid plate, or some people call it an adapter plate for the power glide. So we'll go ahead and just pull it whole, separate it, get the transmission cleaned up, put the two together and then drop it back in. But yeah, I think that'll be the next step. We'll get to it here. Alright, well, camera, I set it up on time-lapse, and it didn't get anything. I don't know what I did wrong. Dang rookie. Still trying to learn different cameras. I think I'm on my 4th camera. Yeah. So, the plan was to go ahead and get the drive shaft dropped. And of course, you can see there's no radiator support. We got the radiator support, transmission lines removed, drive shaft is removed, even got the engine mount bolts loose. Just have to pull the bolts out of the 4 bolts out of the transmission mounts, and this thing can come right on out. Yeah, that's where we're at on this. I was hoping to get time lapse of all that work. It was a lot, and I didn't get any of it, but it's not like I'm gonna go back and redo it for the camera. Yeah, as you can see, it's about time to start cleaning it up. We've got tools and just crap everywhere. So yeah. Oh, we did get a little bit more done on the 327. Of course, yeah, just giving it a quick coat of paint. Stark contrast. I don't know why, I just think it looks so cool, that contrast from the old to the new. It's just nuts. But yeah, we're just getting that sprayed. I got the water pump sitting there. Probably going to throw that on before I call it a day. I'd set it up on time lapse and let you guys watch, but I already know it's not my thing. Probably just try using the other camera next time. I know the time lapse on that and how it works exactly. So yeah, we'll do time lapse when we go to pull the other motor here in the next few days here, and that'll probably be our next video, swapping out motors. And probably the video after that will be first fire on this bad boy, and then go for a spin. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like the video, comment, tell me what you think, something. Yeah, that's it for me. This is Driver Quality Cars. This is Rick James signing out.